Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. This is Boone on The Boone Show, and it has been a long fucking time since I've been on here, and I apologize. At this point, I wouldn't be surprised if only 3 people heard what I had to say today, which is fine by me because I don't really care. Or do I? Yeah, I guess you'll never know. Anyway, I just wanted to come on here. I'll talk about 2 things, maybe 3 things. It depends on how I feel. It depends on how long it takes. I get 15 minutes because I decided not to pay for this membership anymore because I don't really use it. And I mean, I'd like to, but I just don't have the time. I got a lot of stuff juggled right now. Anyway, I just want to start off by something I posted on Facebook a little bit ago because it really pissed me off. And it continues to piss me off. And it's continued to piss me off over the course of forever because it's never going to end. At least until millennials pull their head out of their fucking ass because they're all goddamn idiots. Anywho, why is anybody okay? Why is anybody okay with Democrats defending illegal immigrants and not giving 2 shits about our veterans? How is anybody okay with that? If there's even one homeless or hurting veteran in the United States, fuck the illegal immigrants. Deport them, send them back to where they came from, because that's what you do when you break the law. You receive a punishment. And it's so annoying that these Democrats are getting all worked up over all this bullshit when all we are doing is upholding the law. Democrats in the past did it. There's even videos from, Chuck Schumer talking about how illegal immigration needs to be controlled back from the day. And now, because it'll help Democrats get voted in, now they're all for it. It's not about votes. It should not be about votes. And that's why Donald Trump got elected as president in the first place, is because he's not a career politician. He had the money to fund himself. Nobody paid for him. He's his own man. That's why he won. People are sick and tired of people like Chuck Schumer and everyone else who's paid for and only does what they do to get votes. These so-called dreamers, yeah, it's unfortunate they're in a bad situation and their parents brought them over here and they were kids, but at the same time, they are here illegally. That's wonderful. That's great, grand, and wonderful. I am so fed up with all of it that I am the type of person that would say, if you're an illegal immigrant and you come here illegally and you have a child here, that child's illegal. I'm sorry, but that is not fair. Not fair, because there's a lot of hardworking Mexican Americans that go through the process, they work hard, and you give them a bad name by coming here illegally. You do. It makes things complicated for the ones that do it the right way, and it's fucking ridiculous. I am absolutely appalled by the way the Democratic Party is being ran. Donald Trump praises the veterans, and he loves America, and he's talking about all the stuff good, and there's nothing negative about what he's saying, and the Democrats sit silent when he did his speech. That's not putting America first. Americans come first, then everybody else after. Illegal immigrants should not be more important to anybody than illegal immigrants. Should not be less important to anybody. Our veterans risk their lives for your freedom. And you know what else really fucking pisses me off to the point of fucking boiling is when these fucking dumbass liberal pieces of shit sit there and bash our men and women in uniform. And they sit there and they call them out, call them trash, call them psychopaths, call them the worst of the worst, call them stupid, this and that. That pisses me off beyond belief, because you know what? If it wasn't for those stupid assholes, those Neanderthals, those idiots in uniform going overseas and protecting your rights, you wouldn't have the right to say that. You wouldn't have the right to burn your flag, you dumb piece of shit. How about you fucking pull your head out of your ass and fucking open your eyes and see that for once? It pisses me off. I am not a service member. I probably would never be able to serve because I have back problems, I have flat feet, I have a lot of issues. Not to mention it takes a lot of balls to do that, and I don't know if I would have the balls, because you have to have balls to be in the military because you're risking your life. And that's why it's such an honor. And that's why they're heroes, and that's why they deserve to be taken care of and they deserve respect from everybody. If you do not respect our men and women in uniform, you do not deserve to live in this country, because they're the only reason that you get the freedoms that you want. And all these liberals sit here and they complain about how bad America is and they want socialism. Well, socialism doesn't work. Look anywhere that has tried socialism and look at their history. It doesn't work. Don't be so fucking stupid. Capitalism is the way of the world, or not the way of the world, but the way of America, and it's the best way to do things. Yeah, some people get left behind. I just watched a video the other day with Morgan Freeman talking to some other African-American TV host or news anchor, and he asked him if he thought that race had anything to do with it. And what Morgan Freeman said, no, it has nothing to do with race. He said, look at you and me, we're proof. And the news anchor said, well, there's a lot of people that say that not everyone can grab their bootstraps and pull them up like they did. And Morgan Freeman said, bullshit. Everybody has the opportunity to do that. And that's the great thing about America, is everybody gets the same amount of freedom. So you have, some people are born with more money, so they can do things easier. But just because they can do it easier doesn't mean that you can't do it. It just takes a little more time, it's a little bit harder. But you can do it. Pull your boots up. And I'm not the best example of that. I haven't always been the most active person. I haven't always been the best person in the world. But I'm saying, I'm not going to complain that I haven't had the opportunity. If my life turns out piss poor, you know whose fault it is? My own. I'm not going to blame anybody else for it. Because there is nobody else to blame. It's nobody's fault but your own. People that sit on welfare and just sit there and collect their entire lives, and they complain that life was miserable. Well, guess whose fault that was? That was your own fault, not the government's fault, because your welfare check wasn't big enough. I've said it once, I've said it 1,000 times, and I'll say it again. Government assistance is exactly that, assistance. It's a crutch to help you stand up when you can't stand up by yourself. And eventually you're supposed to get away from that and stand on your own. Just like you would if you fucking broke your leg. You get a crutch, you get a wheelchair, until you can stand up. That's the point. Welfare is there to help you until you can stand on your feet. Everybody has a time of need at some point, whether it's financially, emotionally, whatever. It doesn't really matter. It's all the same at the end of the day. And if you need financial help from the government, it's shameful. If you feel ashamed of it, fine. I know I would if I ever had to take welfare. I would feel like a big piece of shit. I don't know if I actually would. That's just how I feel. My sister collects money from the government all the time, which is sad. I hate that. It annoys me. I hate the fact, and she's been doing it for a long time. She's one of those people that doesn't take it as assistance. She takes it as the fucking life. She's just a lifestyle for her. I'd rather have less money and pay for my own shit than have more money and not have my dignity, because I have to fucking go and take welfare checks. I believe in order to collect welfare, you should have to work for it. You should have to prove that you're at least trying to work, and you should have to pass a drug test. And then, okay, listen here. I'm all for people smoking weed. I think it should be legalized. That's me, okay? One thing I don't agree with, though, is if you're on welfare, you don't have enough money to feed your family on your own. You're taking money from everybody else, the government, this and that. Then you go and spend half of it on weed. Don't do that. You can't do that. No. If you're on welfare, you got to be clean until you get off of it. It's just a punishment. You know what I mean? It's not really a punishment, but you should have to stay straight on the path until you're on your feet. I don't know. It just seems right to me. I could be wrong. Maybe I'm fucking crazy, but I don't feel like I am. I honestly feel like Democrats are really dumb people. Like, I'm not, like, I don't tend to sit here and say that I'm the smartest person on earth. I know for sure that's not true. But I genuinely feel like liberals are really fucking dumb. Their fucking views on everything are really dumb. I feel like my political beliefs are fucking common sense. Like the fact that illegal immigrants are illegal and to break the law should result in punishment. Well, the Democrats are like, no, we need to help them out. They're fleeing this country. It's like, what the hell? That's not... It's against the law to come here and immigrate here illegally. Why are we going to help them? What the hell? That's not common sense. Common sense would be to uphold the law that's been in place for a long time. What really pisses me off about these Democrats is that they're all hypocrites. These Democratic senators are protected by people with guns. They have security. They have guns. Everybody in security around Washington, D.C. that are protecting political people probably have guns. You know why? Because guns save lives in situations that go south. I'm not saying guns always save lives, but guns can. If more people had guns, less people would get shot. I guarantee you a lot less these mass shootings would happen if more law-abiding citizens carried guns on them. And of course, you can't always vet the good people from the bad people, but you just have to. There's more good people than there are, there's more normal people that aren't going to go shoot up a mall or something than there are people that will. So if you have more people that are more likely to be good than bad, then you're winning. If someone comes into a mall with an assault rifle and shoots up 3 or 4 people, and then somebody comes up with a fucking Glock and shoots him in the side of the head or shoots him in the back a few times, that ends it. 3 or 4 people died, not including the killer, because he's a piece of shit and his life doesn't fucking matter. But if you have that same scenario and nobody in the area had a gun, you're looking at more than 20 people dead, probably, if you're in a mall, depending on what mall you're in. I don't know, liberal logic is flawed, and it's, I'm ashamed to say that I'm part of the millennial generation, because most millennials, I shouldn't say all, because I'm an exception and I have friends that are exceptions as well, but the millennials are idiots, and I just hope to God that the thing I heard about the next generation is true, and that is that the generation after us will be the most conservative generation since the baby boomers, and I just hope to Christ that that's fucking true, because if it's not, we're gonna fucking implode. Liberals just don't know how to run things anymore. And like I said, the millennials are a good look into the eyes of what happens when you fucking give participation trophies out. They don't know how to fucking lose. People were screaming and rioting and crying when Donald Trump won because their candidate lost. Give me a fucking break, you dumb asshole. Jesus Christ, don't you have anything better to do? I mean, goddamn. It's just, you don't know how to lose. They don't know how to lose. It's ridiculous. And it pisses me off beyond fucking belief. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm fucking insane. I have no idea. It's just that. Also, I got a minute left. I might as well talk about this. So that guy, the gymnast who molested or whatever, sexually assaulted all these gymnasts. You see that on the news that father tried to get 5 minutes alone with him in a room, and the judge didn't grant it, so he fucking charged at him, and the dad got taken down, handcuffed, and escorted out of the building. Our justice system works to some degree, and it also fails to some degree. That dude who molested and assaulted all those women should get a good fucking whap in the top of the head. They should just line them up and let all the fathers of the victims give them one good whack in the gut, in the face, and they get to choose. Just one each. Fine. It's just, I don't know. People like that need to be punished. Maybe he'll get his in jail. I don't know. I don't have any idea how that stuff works. So, anyway, it's wonderful talking to you guys today. Maybe I'll do some more shows. I got a lot of stuff happening. I'll talk to you guys later. Have a great day.